Hello there, my ever-enthusiastic grade 6 learners. Welcome to another day of fun and learning. So are you in for another learning adventure? Learn more with me. I am your teacher Ace, and today we will explore another fruitful discussion. I have a question for you. Have you ever watched an advertisement? Is it easy to persuade someone with your ideas? I guess not. So for today's lesson, we are going to talk about biases and propaganda devices. But wait! Before talking about biases and propagandas, let's get ready. Pen? Check! Paper? Check! So now, let's begin. The use of advertisement is very common nowadays. It varies in forms, and some advertisements are going through print, non-print, and broadcast forms. They are all important as they aid in reaching their target audience for the market. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to develop your skills in making judgment based on your personal point of view using valid propaganda devices. You are also expected to recognize evaluative word choice to detect biases and propaganda devices used by speakers or writers. But let us first define biases and propaganda. Biases are judgment based on personal point of view, whereas propaganda refers to the spreading of information, ideas, or rumor that is meant to make people accept them. Sometimes, these ideas may be false or misleading. Biases and propaganda are both used to influence people to persuade, believe, buy something, or do something. There are valid propaganda devices that can influence you to make judgment. These are commonly used in advertisements, texts, passages, or messages that you have watched, read, or heard. These are the most common types of propaganda devices. First, we have bandwagon, plain fox, testimonials, name-calling, glittering generality, technical jargon, appeal to fear, and powerful words. Bandwagon makes you attracted to use a product or join an activity because everyone is doing it. Here are some examples. iPhone 5, loving it easy. That's why so many people do. Just do it. Everyone else did. The drink everybody knows. Notice the words or phrases. That's why so many people do. Everyone else did. And everybody knows are used in this example. Meaning to say, this device encourages an individual to do the same activity as expressed by a number of people. Next, we have plain fox. In this device, you are encouraged to use a product because it is what folks at home are using. This uses ordinary people as endorsers to show that the product is being used by usual persons. This is an example. Family using Skechers footwear with a tagline, "Nothing compares to family." People in this example are not well-known individuals to give the viewers an idea that the product can be used by any usual persons. On the third one, we have here testimonial. This is the complete opposite of plain fox. In this device, you are convinced to use a product because it is endorsed or confirmed by a well-known personality. Just like this example. A Diet Coke endorsed by the pop star Taylor Swift. Next, we have here name calling. It is a device that persuades you to avail the product or service because of the negative image it creates against another product or service. This is an example. How do you like your chicken noodle? Is it with MSG or without MSG? The propaganda uses advertisement war with other products with the market for it to sell. Another is what we call glittering generality. You give in because you are overwhelmed by vague sweeping statements that usually come in slogans or simple catchphrases. These are some examples. Creamy dreamy icy chocolate from McDonald's ad. Things go better with Coke, a commercial from Coca-Cola Company. The best coffee for the best you. This is an example from Starbucks. Next, we have here technical jargon. It uses unfamiliar or highly technical terms to impress, confuse, or deceive consumers or audience. So take this an example from Yakult. 8 billion life Lactobacillus strain Shirota. Right, that is a highly technical terms that may confuse or deceive consumers or audience. Second to the last is appeal to fear. This device scares or frightens the consumers so that they will either patronize or avoid the product or service. This is an example. For the last one, we have here powerful words. These devices uses either pleasant or hideous sounds to either lure or drive people away from something. Shampoo commercials saying soft, silky, shiny hair convince the audience to patronize the products is an example. Now let us have some recap of what we have learned today. Biases are judgments based on personal point of view, whereas propaganda refers to the spreading of information, ideas, or rumor that is meant to make people accept them. There are different types of propaganda devices. We have here bandwagon, plain fox, testimonials, name calling, glittering generality, technical jargon, appeal to fear, and powerful words. Remember that propaganda is not only used in print or broadcast media, but also in any professional engagement with the purpose of convincing the audience to believe in their views, like political rally and direct selling of products. These are all for today, my dear learners. Thank you, and I hope you have learned something today.